Hi guys, if you are a professional, student, or a parent who wants to know about different professions so as to make a choice for yourself or to help somebody make a choice, then this is the right channel for you. Here we bring professionals from different domains so as to give you an understanding of their professions. If you like such videos, please do like, comment, and subscribe. So today we have Dr. Umesh Sharma with us, and he.
Hello, Shirish. How are you? Thanks for
Uh,
having me.
yeah. Thank you very much for being with us today on a wonderful Sunday morning.
Yeah,
So
relaxing.
he studied from India. Then after that, he was for some time in Saudi Arabia, as I understand. And so it would be very good if you could just let us know, about yourself, about your profession, and how did you get into it.
Okay, Shirish, actually, I did my graduation in India in 1997. After that, I worked for a few years, around 4 to 5 years here in India in different hospitals, institutions, and in private setup. And after that, in somewhere around 2003 or 4, I thought that why shouldn't I go and try for this Middle East thing? I heard a lot about it. So, moreover, thing is that my elder brother, he pushed me for that. He's a civil engineer and he was there already. He said, "Why don't you come here and try for uh, what do you say, working atmosphere here?" First, I was not very much interested here. I had a very different. I had a particular opinion about Saudi Arabia or any Middle East country, that how they are as a person and what the situation will be, and I was doubting that there will be any infrastructure sort of thing. Regarding, I'm talking about the hospital setup and the basic setup of roads and all these things. So anyhow, I said, okay, I'll give it a try. So then I went to Saudi Arabia. There is a city called Dammam there. So I was in Dammam. So I was thinking that, Saudi Arabia, I will see in the road, like in India, we see lots of cows on the road. I thought that I'll be seeing lots of camels, people riding on camels, and there will be date trees on the side of the road, and there will be desert, and all these things I had in mind. I was having a sort of preconceived notion about it, and forget about this thing that I'll have some sort of infrastructure and everything. But I was surprised, when I got down in the airport itself. I was surprised to see the greenery they had maintained inside the premises. I mean, talking about the airport. And then when I went out, and then I saw that how much things they have developed here, like roads and roadside greenery, like there in India. So then I went for this, what do you say, the hospital also, and I was surprised again. There was a proper infrastructure, there was a proper hospital, and they had the same kind of setup as the other developed countries were having. Basically, they are following the things which are happening in America, that primary health level of care, then secondary health level of care, and tertiary health level of care. They are providing in government hospitals, mainly there are government hospitals. So they are providing all the facilities to the local residents there. So I was in the Ministry of Health of Saudi Arabia in a government hospital setup in Dammam area. There's a area nearby Kati Central Hospital, which was on the highway. So, Shirish, I was there non-stop for around 17 to 18 years in the same hospital. So, I experienced a lot there about the medicine also, and Moreover, other than the medicine, about the people, about the way they live, they behave, and moreover that I learnt, what do you say, the broken Arabic also with the help of the locals also, because I had to communicate with the patients. So this is in short how I was there.
So if you could just let us know how one could become a doctor right from schooling. What are the things he should keep in mind? Any particular interest that he should look for within himself, and if he's trying to explore this profession as well as the uh, studies related to it.
Well, Shirish, I can tell you about India at least that here the person doesn't decide about it that he'll become a doctor, engineer, or a lawyer. It is their parents.
Mm-hmm.
They start deciding about things even when the child is not born. If
Mm-hmm.
my child will be a girl, she will become this, and my child will be a boy, he'll become that. And the parents are the one here, the prime motivator who decides about the things that how things are going to be. I mean, in most of the cases, I'm not saying that there are not parents or there are not people who let their wards decide about things that how things will be, and you should do what you want. Job सिमरन जी ले अपनी जिंदगी kind of thing. So
Mm-hmm.
in my case, particular case, my father himself was a doctor, and moreover that, I had some sort of maths never fascinated me. Biology was the subject, I was interested in and I could relate to. Regarding maths, I'll tell you that I found it too dry. And in biology, I thought that I am living with, dealing with the living tissue and something alive. So I don't know. At that time, I was very small. I mean, I was very young at that time, and I had some inclination for that. And then after that, one thing happened, then led to another thing, and then I landed into this course of what do you say, this MBBS, and then I joined there, and then I completed and then continued with my uh, work and all these things. For the persons, if you are saying that you should, what do you say, what a person should do, it is the a person or the ward has the inclination for that. Not only that, that person will think that no, I want to become a doctor. Most of the time, this thing happens that the parents decides, and the child also thinks that no, it's a very so-called noble profession, and he'll have a status in the society. Everyone has different ideas about this profession. Until unless you come into the profession, then you realize it. First of all, you should have some idea about it that okay, you are not going to become a billionaire after doing this, after coming in this profession. You will be living a very comfortable life. You will be living a very decent life, and moreover that you have to have some interest from the beginning, so that you will enjoy your period of getting, studying and learning new things. Until unless you have that, it will be burden for you that you want to become a doctor. It is not that you want to become a doctor. You should have something inside you which should motivate you for, not word motivate is a too big word, uh, which should, put your mind into something like this kind of profession. Be it a doctor, be it a nurse, be it a scientist who's a botanist or whatever it is, dealing with the uh, lively things. Some people are good in making, what do you say, buildings, bridges, and they have the, what do you say, uh, I'll say they have this taste in their mind and in their action that you can see that. But yes, if you have this kind of thing, yes, you can go for it.
Okay, okay. What are the things that one should expect in this profession? Like when, why after you have been
Okay, first of all, you should. Sorry to say that, Shirish, the person who is coming in this profession should forget about the social life of his, and he or she should be prepared for shift job, shift duties, at any time of the day, and on call things. Shift duties means, you can have morning shift, you can have afternoon shift, and you can have night shift also. And same way, you may be on call. So for 24 hours, you are bounded that you can be called any time for an emergency. Be it you are a surgeon or orthopedician or an internist or whatever you are. Basically, you can be called anytime. So, social life, if you are expecting that you will become social and meet new persons and you will have a different kind of life, forget about it. It's a very sort of, I'll say, hardworking and dedicated kind of profession. In that, these things are to be taken care of. That you shouldn't think much about it. That you will be having a very social life. One thing.
Hmm.
Second thing, during studying, it's a different pattern. While you are studying, that in this you have to be in touch with the things which is happening on daily basis, the new inventions and new medications and new ways of dealing with the patients. So you have to remain up to date at whatever age you are. You have to be on the toes. So you have to take care of this thing also. You cannot think of being remaining relaxed in this kind of profession. So
Hmm.
this is
Okay.
again in short.
So is it like do you have 6 days a week or how is that like?
Well, it depends, Shirish. It depends on where you are working and what kind of setup you are working.
Hmm.
You are working in a hospital or you have your own setup. So if you have your own setup, you will decide that what are the days you will be choosing of
Hmm. Hmm.
will it be a 5 day week or 6 day week.
Hmm.
But even if you are having your own setup, I think that you put more effort as compared to doing a job for someone else.
Hmm.
So again, you will have to dedicate a lot in this profession.
Okay. Okay.
I'm talking about time wise.
Hmm. So generally, the trend is that for whole 6 days you have to be in the hospital, or generally they provide 2 days a week off, kind of in some of the hospitals. Like,
Again, it depends on hospital policies. But in India, well, for
okay.
example, I'll say
Hmm.
they have the policy of working for at least 48 hours in a week. So you
Okay.
can divide it the way you want. The 24-hour shift twice a week, or you can do 8-hour shift 6 days a week.
Okay. Okay.
This is for the people who are working. Again, the private setup people, they are working, and the number of hours they are putting in their own setup depends solely on them only.
Hmm. Okay. So apart from what you have already told us about your experience in Saudi Arabia, what are the other things you enjoyed there, or the culture? Like though you already told us only a bit about the culture, but how do you think it is as compared to maybe India?
One thing, Shirish, I'll tell you regarding, whenever we used to eat,
Hmm.
In India, or I was accustomed to, for one thing, that okay, one thali will come in front of me, and people will come and pour things on that. And if it's a setup kind of or buffet kind of thing, I'll take one plate and put everything on that. Here, the system is different. Even if you're going on a birthday or a marriage or whatever, they have a big sahan, the word for thali. They have a very big thali, and in that, it's usually circular in shape.
Hmm.
And around that, around 6 to 8 people are sitting. They will be eating, all of them will be eating from the same thali.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And the quantity is sufficient enough that 8 to 10 people can eat easily on that.
Hmm.
So this was one thing which I sort of liked also, that it is not that it is not important that only the person who's known to you will be sitting along with you, the same sharing thali, So you relate to them, in a different kind of way, and you feel good about it. This is regarding food. Regarding culture, I'll say uh, I had some ideas that they are very. What should I? How should I put it? That they are illiterate and they must not be knowing about the stuff, uh, how what the culture is, and
Hmm.
they. They, I had this idea that these people are not at par with the sort of developed societies. But I was surprised, here, there, things were same as here in India. The mother thing, the wife thing, the sisters, the love and camaraderie between the people who are working together, and the friendships, and the jokes they were sharing. All the things were common. I'll say there was nothing less, as we say that we are very rich in culture and heritage.
Hmm.
Whatever things they could have done in desert, so they have adopted that culture. They are very much, what do you say, proud race. These Arab people, and second thing is that they are very good host. If they invite you for anything, be it a marriage or a private party, they're very good host. So I had very pleasant experience when I attended their personal parties and as well as their marriages.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Any advice that you have for people in general, for taking care of their health?
Well, I'll say when I was working there, right now I'm in India. I'm working in. First, I was here in the vaccination program of India, which was all over India. I was there, and after that, right now, I'm also working in India only. Uh, I'll say that I had to take more care in India about my health as compared to Saudi Arabia when I was working there, because the hygiene and everything was much better as compared to India,
Hmm.
especially the drinking water.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I will say that I had to take more care here, at least for a initial period of a week or something like that. And after that, my old Indian thing used to buzz in, and used to become comfortable here also.
Hmm.
There, regarding what do you say, food and everything, they are very much particular about it. That yes, being a doctor myself, I was being having a decent amount and hygienic atmosphere, be it home or be it a working place or whatever it is.
Hmm. 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 Okay. Uh, so now we have come to the last question. So any
जी
any
बोलिए.
any advice you have for the young generation with reference to their career? What type of If they want to become a doctor, then what are the things that they should keep in mind?
Well, as I told you, Shirish, first of all is the aptitude for that.
Mm-hmm.
That you have inclination for all this thing. It is from inside only. And second thing, as in India, your how much marks you have scored in one particular subject. So
Mm-hmm.
according to that, things are decided, and you get encouraged or discouraged according to that. And after that, uh, I can say one thing that you have to put in a lot of effort while studying or while preparing for the exams in India. We have a neat kind of exam, NEET. In that they uh, it it's all over India basis, and people get the chance of getting admitted in the different courses of medicine field.
Okay, okay. So thank you very much, Dr. Umesh. So we have come to the end of the podcast now, and
Yeah.
thank you very much for taking out the time on a lazy Sunday afternoon. We have taken a lot of your time. Thank you very much.
No, no, no. Pleasure is mine, and take care, and bye.
Yeah, yeah.
See you.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you.